know that that's all me.
Never had a moment where I ever questioned you. You already know that. I ain't never stressed with you. Love me and you own that. That's why I'm so impressed with you, blessed with you. If you ever noticed, I am at my best with you, yeah. Yeah, they know you're my heart. Yeah, they know I'm about you. I hear when we're apart, 'cause I love me, you.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be on these fire braids that I did all by myself. I did not do a tutorial. That was originally the plan, but I decided since it was my first time, let me just get them done, talk about them a little bit, you know, first before assessing that. So stay tuned to watch a little bit of behind the scenes doing these braids. I'm going to show you the hair that I bought. I'm going to show you a little bit of the process, dipping, prepping, and all of that. And then we'll be back here to talk a little bit more about the hair and the after effect. So stay tuned if you want to see how I got these. You can get them on yourself. Okay, so some essential things. You're going to need this. You especially need this for parting your own hair. But you're going to need this to make sure that your parts in the back of your head look good. In another mirror. If you really want your parts to look like precise like I do, you can do without, but I would suggest you get one. I bought these 2 packs of hair, but I went and decided to get one more pack. But the store that I originally went to, Beauty World, was freaking closed, so I had to go to Slimmies, and they didn't have this color, so I got black. So I'm actually going to have to split the hair evenly before I start it, because I don't want to be just a black section, and then I think that's going to look kind of weird. So I want to mix the hair evenly, but this is the hair I'm using. Spetra braid, pre-stretch braid, 36 inches. This hair is super long, and I love it. It comes down to like the back of my knees. So yeah, I'm excited about that. This color is T1B900, and it's pretty much just the ombre red. Well, burgundy. The burgundy is all the way to the end, and then like in here it's like black and red. You can kind of see it, but this one is just one. So I'm gonna mix that. You also need like a pomade, some type of edge control, whatever, to put on each section of hair before you're braiding it. Just to keep your hair straight while you're braiding it into the braids. This stuff smells so dang on good. It was $2.49, I believe, $2.99. It smells so good, so good. You're going to need some combs, specifically a rat tail comb. That's the most important thing. I had to use that to part my hair. If you want to go without a rat tail comb, that's on you, but so to get you a rat tail comb, because you won't need that. And then some extra combs. As many combs as you need. At least 3, I would suggest. Some bigger ones, smaller ones, a rat tail. So some of different sizes. Then I have my edge brush. Don't mind the hair that's on it. That's from when I was doing my hair. Then I have my edge brush. For your edges, of course, when you're done. And if you want to use them while doing the top braids at the front of your hair. Don't mind my nails. I've been on a budget, and I feel like a little boy. I really miss my nails, but I gotta stay strong. Last but not least, your foam. You need your foam at the end once the braids are done, before you dip the hair, to make sure the hair is to prevent flyaways, and just to make sure the hair is nice and flat. Especially if you're natural, you're gonna need this. Just the extra protection for this, because this is also what that does, but this is like the final protection to kind of like seal it in, and then you dip. So yeah, this is what we're gonna use. I'm gonna split the hair, and I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like after I split the hair. By the way, these packs of hair were $3.49. I've never used this hair before, but it is antibacterial. So that's good for people like me who have like sensitive skin. No, I've never broken out from synthetic hair or anything like that. But since this is antibacterial, I should be good. Just lately my skin has been like extra sensitive to things, so I'm just taking extra precautions. So yeah, this is all we have. And then rubber bands, clips, paper clips, bobby pins, stuff like that to hold your hair down. I just braided my hair that's in the way. The way that I braided it, I have them in sections, so I'm just gonna do that, and then maybe I'll find a clip somewhere. I don't know, child. But yeah. So I'll be back once I split the hair. This is how I separated the hair before well, it's ghetto, it's on my ironing board, but this is how I separated it. And then as I braid, I separated it a little more. It's the next day and I'm just now finishing my last one. Child, I'm tapped. Okay. So this is how much hair I have left. This is probably enough for like, based on how I use them, because I did 2 pieces each. I would say this is about 5 more braids. And I have 3 packs, full packs. So, success. So, I finally finished my hair. They look pretty good. I'm excited. I did really well for this to be my first time doing this on myself. These are the knotless braids. I just wanted to, at first I was gonna do like a tutorial video, but considering this is like my first time doing them on myself and my first time attempting knotless braids regardless, I was like, let me just chill out and do a little video showing me doing them and then talk a little bit about them. So first things first, this was a tedious style only because of the simple fact that anytime you're doing your own hair, protective styling or any type of thing like that, it's going to be tedious, very tedious parting your hair. That was the most tedious part for me. I actually knew that it was going to be difficult parting my hair for these, so it took me about 2.5 hours just to part my hair because I'm a perfectionist, and of course it took me that long and it still didn't come out perfect, because when you do your hair yourself, it's not going to be as perfect or look as good as somebody else doing it. However, they still look good and my parts look pretty good. So it took me about 2.5 hours just to part my hair because I had to sit in the bathroom mirror with like a smaller mirror as well and like continuously check and all of that. Please forgive my underarms, y'all. It's 90 degrees in North Carolina right now and yeah, it's hot. But anywho, so yeah, so that was tedious, but I did that the night before, and then I pre-parted and braided each section that I parted. So like I parted it this way and then braided each section, and I started from the back. So I'm trying to think. I want to count 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 22 24 26 28 30 32 34 36 38 40 42 44 46 48 50 52 54 56. Okay, so there's a total of about 56, 57. It should be 56 because I did it evenly, but I just counted them a little weird, and I think I missed one or didn't count or add one. So 55 to 57, one of those. And my goal originally, before I even parted them and I didn't know, I was like, I want to go for at least 60. So considering that I didn't like pre-part, like completely pre-part, I literally just pre-parted the sections and then pre-parted. That was a good estimate. So I was close to my goal. Like I said, it's 56, 55, 57, one of those. In my hair, they are super lightweight. I love them so much. Originally, I did not like the color. After I put them in, like, I love the color. You know how you see a hair color or whatever in a pack, and then you get it on you and you like, at first that's how I was feeling, but it's not bad. It was like giving me like ghetto girl vibes, but whatever, I'm a ghetto girl anyway, so whatever. Let me show you guys how long it is. This was the pre-stretched, the hair that I showed you guys. It is the pre-stretched Spetra braiding hair, antibacterial. I've never really had issues with synthetic hair or braiding hair or anything like that, but my skin has gotten very sensitive over the last 2 years. I've always had sensitive skin, but it's been super sensitive over the last 2 years since I moved to New York. So I'm just very cautious with things like detergents, hair, any type of chemicals or anything that I could possibly have a reaction to. So I did buy the antibacterial hair. So this hairstyle, doing it, if we add all the time, not including parting, because like I said, parting was like the day before I did that. If you wanted to include that, we say that's like 2.5 hours that I spent on parting my hair. Also, I'm very, like I said, I'm a perfectionist, so I would do everything over. Like, if it didn't look how I wanted it to look the first time, I would do it all the way over. So please keep that in mind while I'm explaining to you the time, and also to keep in mind that I am a slow braider. So yeah, 2.5 hours. And then I started Friday. I took all my hair, I took the hair out, as you can see, like took the little pieces out and prepped the hair, whatever, for my feed-ins. After that, I started about maybe like 11:30. I actually started braiding my hair. Granted, I did take a few breaks, so I would say taking away, maybe like added up all together the breaks I took, I would take maybe like 1.5 hours out. But it was still a long time doing this style. 11:30, I stopped at about 12 o'clock that night. And then I got up in the morning at like 10 o'clock, and at that time I had 12 braids left at the top, and I got done at like 2 o'clock, 2:30. So you do the math. Yeah, it was long, but like I said, you have to keep in mind, this is my first time doing knotless braids. I did a lot of them as I was going. I did them multiple times. Like, I would redo them because, like I said, I'm a perfectionist. Granted, they're not gonna look as perfect as they would as if someone else was doing them, but they look pretty good, considering. So yeah, it took a long time. Parting altogether, so I'll say maybe like, what's that, 10, 11, 12, 11, 12, 2, 4, so like 15 hours, 15, 16 hours, roughly. No biggie. I did my full locks before, and the time really flies by because, for one, it ain't like I had nowhere to go because we quarantined. I can't go nowhere. I watched a lot of movies and stuff. That's always how I do when I do my own hair. And keeping in mind the fact that I only spent $20 to do this, as opposed to me, if I would have spent $300 for someone else to do it, keeping that in mind, the time went by no problem, child. Okay, so yeah, they're very lightweight. That was the first thing I noticed. As I was going, I noticed that my hair was not sore. It wasn't like any pain. There wasn't any tension. Afterwards, I could easily pull it up. Like, I just finished them yesterday. There's no pain. No pain. No tension. So one thing that I did have a problem with was the actual knotless part. Some of them don't have a knot, but because I'm feeding them in blindsided, some of them had tiny knots, which is okay because, like I said, they're still flat, and that was the object of the braids. So let me show you guys my parts. I'm trying not to mess up my setup. So you can see my parts. So yeah. Another thing with my hair when doing protective styles like braids and stuff like that with my hair is super curly, and now that I am completely natural, which I've pretty much been completely natural, but I did my big chop, as I told you guys in my faux lock video. I did my big chop last January. It's been a year. My hair has grown so much, but my hair is like, so the texture, I have a very soft, very curly hair texture. I have like 3C 4A hair, so it is super soft and super curly. It does not matter what type of substance I put on my hair. It could be grease, my hair is gonna curl up. I could step outside, it's going to curl up. That's just how my hair is. So keeping my hair tucked in styles like this is a tough thing for me. If you guys can see, there's a little bit of frizz, and I did use like I used Shine Jam, which that was kind of stupid of me because I've always had issues. I stopped using Shine Jam like years ago for the simple fact that for me, it didn't really lay my edges down. It more so made them curly because, like I said, that's just how my hair operates. But then thinking about it, it really wouldn't have mattered if I used beeswax. Maybe a little bit of a difference, but it wouldn't have made that much of a difference because my hair just curls up and does what it wants to do. My hair could care less about what I say. She gonna do what she wanna do. So yeah, I am loving these braids. They're so lightweight. I definitely love how they fall so flat. They look very natural. And I definitely will do these again. Granted, they took a while. I don't mind doing my own hair, thinking about the fact that I'm saving money. And on top of that, once I'm like, it's fun for me staying busy. I know how to do like cater to my hair as far as tension, moisture, all of that. Very important thing if you're doing these on yourself, make sure your hair is moisturized. Super moisturized. You want to make sure there's extra moisture in your hair. And I will say, I took the faux locks out 2 days before. I washed, conditioned, deep conditioned, trimmed my hair myself, yes. And then I braided my hair. I plaited my hair super. I went like OD with the moisturized the heck out of my hair, oiled my scalp. For 2 days I did that, so that was my way of not only stretching my hair but also prepping my hair and making sure it was good and moisturized before I put these in, because I love these and I'm going to leave these in for a while. And once they start to get like old or whatever, I'm just going to touch them up because I really love these braids. And hopefully all this quarantine nonsense clears up soon so I can actually have somewhere to go and show these braids off. My birthday is actually coming April 12th. Sorry, yeah. So, Aries Nation, you already know what it is, baby. Period. I'm gonna be 25. So, I had to make sure my hair was done for these pictures for the gram, because even if I don't get to go anywhere, I still gotta look cute. Because the picture has to be put up, okay? And that's on what? Period. So, I hope I covered everything. Like I said, number one thing, moisture. Be patient. If you want it to look good, it's okay to take your time. Right now, since we're in quarantine, you ain't really got nowhere to go if you're not an essential worker, so you got the time. Put you on some movies, play you some music, get you some good food. You'll be fine, and the time will fly by, I promise. So yeah, I'm going to show you guys one more time. And in the description box, I'm going to leave the details about the hair that I used, all of the tools that you see in the beginning of the video, what I needed, like rat tail comb, edge control, all that good stuff. And yeah, I think a lot of people don't like doing their hairs because it is very tedious, and it takes a long time. Well, tedious is the part that's prepping for it, but once you actually get in the mood of doing it, super easy, super simple. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video once again, and I will see you all in the next video next week. Bye.